Tell me about a time you used data to make a decision. This is the question I'm going to answer in this video, so you'll have a strong example answer you can take away and use in your interview for this difficult interview question. I'm Amri Celeste, your interview coach, and I cover tough interview questions and answers on this channel. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a video. So this question is both a competency-based interview question and a situational interview question. It's testing your competence or your ability to do something in a particular area. So in this case, how you are able to use and interpret data to make decisions. I cover the top 15 competency-based interview questions and answers in this video. So this question is also a situational question because it's asking you to describe a time when something happened. So any question that asks about a time when or a situation where something happened is a situational interview question. I cover the top 10 situational interview questions and answers in this video. So I will link both of those videos I mentioned in the description box below this video so you can be fully prepared for your interview. So this question would most likely be asked in something like a management role that might include some high-level decision-making that would rely on data sets. And it could potentially include lots of reporting on key metrics or areas of the business or a department, but it could also be asked for a multitude of other roles, including technical roles, supply chain, HR, marketing, anything where you need to look at patterns of behavior, sales, and data. So it pretty much includes most roles. So here's an example answer to tell me about a time you used data to make a decision. In my previous job as a marketing analyst for a software company, we were tasked with increasing our website's conversion rate. In the first part of your answer, you need to give a clear explanation of what the situation was. It's pretty straightforward here, so it's a nice and simple example. In terms of structuring your answer, I highly recommend the STAR method, also known as the STAR technique, because it keeps your answer structured, concise, and in an automatically engaging format. So what is the STAR method? STAR stands for situation, task, action, result, and we've just described the situation. So the reason that this is so powerful is because we're wired to retain information presented to us in story format over information given in long, unstructured bulks of information. So using the STAR method means that you don't have to constantly remember where you are or where you were going with your answer. Plus, it allows you to cover all the points that the interviewer is looking for. So here's the next part of the answer, the task. To achieve this goal, I had to analyze website data and come up with recommendations to improve our website's user experience. So here, you're just making it clear what task was created out of the situation. So in your own interview, make it really clear what the task was. This is a really common interview mistake. Next is what actions you took. I started by gathering data on user behavior using Google Analytics and heat mapping tools. This data helped me to identify areas where users were dropping off or experiencing confusion. Based on this analysis, I recommended several changes to the website, including simplifying the navigation, improving the checkout process, and adding more social proof. So key areas here are the specifics. So this is so often missing in the action part of an answer is clear specifics on what you did. So where it says Google Analytics and heat mapping, that's a specific example of tools you used to gather data, and then 3 specific examples of what you did with that in navigation, checkout, and social proof. So is this helpful so far? If so, click like and leave a comment, either with a question on anything that you're struggling with or any key takeaways. It's a huge help to get this video promoted to more people on the YouTube platform. So there are other ways that you can support the channel in the description below this video. You can buy me a coffee if you've already had amazing results. There is a link showing you how to do that in the description box below this video. So last part of the answer is the result. So after implementing these changes, we saw a significant increase in our conversion rate. In fact, our conversion rate increased by 25% over the next quarter, resulting in a significant increase in revenue for the company. So this is a great simple example of how to finish off a strong answer, a clear example of what the impact was, so it affected conversion. And a quick pro tip is that including numbers makes your answer more memorable and authentic because it's a specific outcome. So where it says conversion increased by 25% is a specific number. Of course, with these examples, you just take away the key areas that you want to use that work for you. Okay, so let's run through another example using a different role so that you have a bit of variety. So we're going to use the STAR method again. Situation. In my previous job as a supply chain manager for a manufacturing company, we were experiencing delays in our production process due to frequent machine breakdowns. And next, what the task was. As the supply chain manager, I needed to find a way to minimize these delays and ensure that our production process was running efficiently. Then the action. To achieve this, I started by collecting data on the frequency and duration of machine breakdowns. I also analyzed maintenance logs to identify patterns and potential causes of the breakdowns. Based on this analysis, I recommended implementing a predictive maintenance program that uses data analytics and machine learning to predict when machines are likely to break down, allowing us to perform preventative maintenance before it becomes a major issue. And lastly, the result. After implementing predictive maintenance, we saw a significant decrease in machine breakdowns and production delays. In fact, our overall equipment effectiveness increased by 15% over the next quarter, resulting in improved production efficiency and reduced costs for the company. Now, if you want to be fully prepared, I go through the interview prep process in this guide, which you can grab below. If you struggle with tough interview questions and answers, you can grab a copy of this free guide. So this guide is packed with example answers and interview tips for your job interview to boost your interview skills, including answers to tricky interview questions like, why should we give you the job? What is your greatest weakness? And how do you handle pressure at work? Plus many more. I've also included an important bonus question and what you should be asking your interviewer at the end of your interview. It is totally free and you can get yours by clicking the link in the description below this video. Now, to make sure you walk away with the maximum amount of value here is one last example for you in full from beginning to end. Situation. In my previous job as a customer service representative for a telecommunications company, I received several complaints from customers about the long wait times to reach a representative. Task. To improve our customer service and reduce wait times, I was tasked with analyzing call data and making recommendations for process improvements. Action. I started by analyzing call data using our call center software, looking at metrics such as average wait time, call volume, and call duration. I also conducted customer surveys to gather feedback on their experience with our call center. Based on this analysis, I recommended several changes, including increasing staffing during peak call times, improving call routing to connect customers with the right representative more quickly, and implementing a callback system to allow customers to schedule a callback instead of waiting on hold. Result. After implementing these changes, we saw a significant improvement in our call center metrics. Average wait time decreased by 30%, call duration decreased by 20%, and customer satisfaction scores increased by 15%. This resulted in fewer customer complaints and a more positive reputation for the company. Now, I hope you found this helpful. If you did, feel free to let me know what interview you have coming up, and I will see you in the next video.